I walk through the quiet house, humming softly as I clean. It's evening, my favorite time of day. Everything is calm. Even the light feels softer. I dust the shelves in the living room, moving my husband Tom's things to clean under them. Books, pens, and his old music book sit together. Tom loves music, and I sometimes find little notes he writes to himself about new songs. Smiling, I pick up his music book, flipping through it, enjoying how the pages feel under my fingers. But suddenly, something falls out and floats to the floor. It's a small piece of paper, folded and crumpled like someone tried to hide it. Curious, I bend down to pick it up. As I unfold it, I notice neat, pretty handwriting. The words don't make sense at first. It's a love note, short but sweet, saying things like, "I think about our song every day, and can't wait to see you." I read it again, slower this time, feeling my heart beat faster. My husband has a song with another woman? I feel my hands shake. This must be a mistake, I tell myself. Maybe it's an old note, something he found and forgot to throw away. But my mind won't rest. The words feel fresh, full of excitement. I think of Tom, of how he's been busy lately, coming home late, saying he's tired. It felt normal before, but now each memory feels strange, heavy. My heart hurts as I stand there, holding the paper, staring at it like it might change if I just look long enough. I put the note back in the book, but I can't let it go. A voice inside me says I need to know more. I need to understand what's happening. I look at the note again, seeing a line that catches my eye. Our song. I don't know what song this means. Tom and I have songs we like. Sure. But he's never called one of them our song. My fingers feel numb as I put the music book down. The rest of the evening passes slowly. I cook dinner, waiting for Tom to come home. My mind races with questions. Who is this woman? How long has this been going on? I feel a mix of anger, sadness, and confusion. I want to ask him to throw the note in his face and demand answers. But I don't. Instead, I stay quiet, telling myself I need more proof. Maybe this is all a misunderstanding. Maybe I'll laugh about it later. But deep down, I know something has changed. Finally, Tom comes home. He smiles at me, gives me a quick kiss, and says he's had a long day. He sits down to eat, talking about work, about things that don't matter to me right now. I watch him closely, noticing every detail. The way he avoids my eyes, the way he keeps checking his phone. Has he always done this, or is it new? I feel like I'm looking at a stranger. Someone I thought I knew but now feels distant, like he's hiding behind a mask. After dinner, Tom goes to shower, and I'm left alone at the table. My eyes fall on his bag, the one he carries to work every day. Without thinking, I reach for it, my fingers trembling as I open it. I feel guilty, like I'm invading his privacy. But I need to know. I find his wallet, some papers, and at the bottom, a small receipt. It's from a flower shop, dated just a few days ago. He bought roses, something he hasn't done for me in a long time. I hold the receipt in my hand, staring at it, feeling my heart sink deeper. Roses, a love letter, and a song. These things don't feel like my life. They feel like a story about someone else, a story I don't want to be a part of. I put the receipt back, trying to keep everything in its place. I don't want him to know I looked. When he comes back from the shower, I smile at him, pretending nothing's wrong. But inside, I feel broken. Like there's a hole in my heart that I can't fill. I don't sleep much that night, my mind full of questions I can't answer. The next morning, I decide to look for more clues. If there's really another woman, I need to know. I can't just pretend everything's fine. I check Tom's music books again, his notes, his things. I find another clue, a concert ticket for next weekend. He hasn't mentioned a concert to me, and we usually go together. My heart pounds as I look at the ticket, wondering who he plans to go with. There's something else on the ticket. A note in small letters that says, "Moonlight Melody." I don't recognize this song. I don't think I've ever heard it before. Why would he write this down? What does it mean? I feel like I'm chasing shadows, trying to piece together a puzzle that refuses to make sense. But I know one thing. I need to find this song. Maybe it will give me the answers I need. The next morning, I can't stop thinking about the song Moonlight Melody. It feels strange, like a secret that only my husband and this woman share. I decide I need to find it. If I can hear the song, maybe I'll understand why it's so special to him. Maybe it will tell me something I don't know. After Tom leaves for work, I grab my coat and head to a small record store in town. This store is old, and the owner, Mr. Blake, knows every record ever made. The smell of old vinyl and wood fills the air as I walk in. I feel nervous, but I remind myself why I'm here. I have to know the truth. Mr. Blake looks up and smiles at me. "Hello, Sarah. Looking for something special today?" he asks, his voice warm. I try to keep my voice steady. "Yes, actually. I'm looking for a song. It's called Moonlight Melody. Do you have it?" He thinks for a moment, tapping his fingers on the counter. "Moonlight Melody. That's a lovely song. I think I have it here somewhere." He walks over to a shelf and pulls out a record. "This one is popular with couples, you know. They often listen to it at the park near the lake." I feel a pang in my chest. The park near the lake is where Tom and I used to go when we were dating. It's a special place for us, or at least it used to be. Now, it feels like everything I thought was ours is shared with someone else. Mr. Blake hands me the record, and I take it with shaking hands. "Thank you," I say, forcing a smile. I pay for the record and walk out of the store, clutching it like it holds all the answers. Part of me is afraid to listen to it, but I have to know what he feels when he hears this song. At home, I sit by the record player, staring at the cover. My mind races with thoughts of Tom and this other woman. Who is she? What does she mean to him? I place the record on the player, take a deep breath, and press play. The soft, gentle melody fills the room, and for a moment, I feel like I'm in a dream. The music is beautiful, sad but sweet, like it's telling a story of love and loss. As I listen, memories flood back. Of me and Tom when we were young, when we had our whole future ahead of us. We were so happy then, so full of hope. But now, listening to this song, I feel a strange distance between us, like we're on different sides of a wall that I can't break down. I play the song again, letting it wash over me. Each note feels like a question, each beat like a hidden answer. I wonder how many times he's listened to this song with her. Sitting close, sharing a moment I know nothing about. My heart aches, but I keep listening, trying to feel what he might feel, trying to understand the part of him that he doesn't share with me. The day passes slowly. I feel restless, filled with emotions I can't name. I don't know what to do, but I know I can't stay in the house, not with all these thoughts racing in my head. I decide to go to the park. Maybe if I go there, I'll find some peace, or at least a sense of what's happening. The park is quiet when I arrive. The lake is calm, the trees standing tall and still. I walk slowly, looking around, trying to imagine Tom here with her. Did they sit by the lake, talking and laughing? Did they share secrets, dreams, or moments of silence, just listening to the birds in the water? I find a bench near the lake and sit down, staring at the water. I feel small, like I'm just one part of a story I don't understand. The world feels bigger, like it's moving on without me. For the first time, I wonder if I'm enough for Tom, if he's found something in this woman that I can't give him. The thought hurts, but I can't push it away. I sit there for a long time, letting the sadness wash over me. I don't know how to fix this. I don't know if I even can. All I know is that I need to face the truth, whatever it is. As the sun starts to set, I get up and walk back home. The house feels empty, silent. I sit down and listen to Moonlight Melody one more time, feeling the weight of each note. I know now that I have to talk to Tom. I have to ask him about this song, about the woman, about everything. I don't know if I'm ready for the answers, but I can't keep living in the dark. I need to understand. And maybe, just maybe, I need to let go. The next day, I can hardly focus on anything. My mind is fixed on that song, on Tom, and on the woman I don't know. Every time I close my eyes, I see Tom sitting with her, maybe laughing, maybe holding her hand. The thought makes my heart ache, and I feel like I'm carrying a weight too heavy to bear. I know I need answers. I can't keep guessing and wondering. It's tearing me apart. I need to find out where Tom meets her, where they share the psalm, where he spends his time away from me. My hands feel cold as I think about it, but I know I have to follow him. If he won't tell me the truth, I'll have to see it for myself. So, when he comes home that evening, I act normal, even though my heart is racing. I smile, I make dinner, I talk about small things. I pretend I'm not breaking inside. When he goes to bed, I lie beside him, staring up at the ceiling, waiting for morning. I know he has a routine. He leaves for work at the same time each day. But now, I wonder if he's truly going to work or somewhere else. Maybe today I'll find out. The next morning, I'm up early, ready to follow him. I wait near the window, watching him as he gets ready. My heart is pounding in my chest, and my hands feel like ice. I don't know what I'll see or where he'll go, but I'm prepared to find out. He kisses me goodbye, and I smile, but inside, I feel like crying. As soon as he leaves, I grab my coat and follow him at a distance. He walks down the street, taking his usual path. I keep a safe space between us, trying not to be seen. I feel nervous, like a thief sneaking around, but I remind myself that I need to know. I can't live with this doubt anymore. After a while, Tom doesn't turn toward his office building. Instead, he takes a different path, one that leads to the park by the lake. My heart races as I follow him, staying hidden behind trees and bushes. He walks to a bench near the water and sits down, looking around as if he's waiting for someone. Minutes pass and then I see her. A woman walks toward him, her face familiar, yet I can't believe it. It's my sister, Anna. My heart stops, and I feel a wave of confusion and shock. What is she doing here? Why is she meeting Tom? My mind fills with questions, but I can't find any answers. All I know is that my husband and my sister are meeting in secret, and I have no idea why. I watch as they talk, their voices too low for me to hear. Tom looks nervous, and Anna seems serious, like they're discussing something important. I feel frozen, like I'm stuck in a nightmare, unable to wake up. My sister and my husband, two people I trust, sitting together, sharing secrets I don't know. Finally, I step out from behind the tree, unable to stay silent any longer. I walk toward them, my steps slow but firm. Both of them look up, surprise and guilt clear on their faces. Tom stands up quickly, his eyes wide. Anna looks down, her face turning red. What's going on? I ask, my voice shaking. Why are you two meeting here? Why the secrets? Tom looks at me, his face pale. He opens his mouth, but no words come out. Anna looks away, unable to meet my eyes. I feel a mix of anger and sadness. I've spent days wondering, worrying, and here they are, keeping secrets from me. Anna finally speaks, her voice soft. Sarah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you to find out like this. Find out what? I ask, feeling my patience slipping. What is going on? Tom sighs, running a hand through his hair. Sarah, I was trying to plan a surprise for you. I didn't know how to tell you without giving it away. A surprise? I feel confused and frustrated. This doesn't make sense. What kind of surprise? I ask, feeling a mix of relief and doubt. Anna takes a deep breath and looks at me. I came back to town because I wanted to reconnect with you. Sarah, I know we haven't been close for a long time. I missed you. I feel my heart soften a bit. It's true we haven't seen each other in years. There were things that separated us, and over time we drifted apart. I always felt sad about it, but I didn't know how to fix it. Tom nods, his face filled with guilt. I wanted to help you two come back together. I thought, maybe if I kept it a secret, it would be a nice surprise, something special for you both. I feel a strange mix of emotions. Relief, sadness, and a bit of anger. All this time I thought he was hiding an affair, but instead he was planning something for me. For us. I look at both of them, feeling the tension in my chest slowly fade. So, the song? I ask, my voice softer now. Anna smiles a little. That was our song, Sarah, remember? We used to listen to it all the time when we were kids. It was special to us. Memories come back to me, of Anna and me as little girls, sitting by the radio, listening to Moonlight Melody. It was our song, a piece of our past I had forgotten. I feel tears in my eyes, a mix of sadness and relief. All this pain, this worry, was over something I misunderstood. I look at Tom, then at Anna. I was so afraid. I say, my voice trembling. I thought I was losing you. Tom reaches for my hand, his grip warm and strong. You're not losing me, Sarah. I love you. I just wanted to make you happy, to bring back something special. I look at Anna, seeing the warmth in her eyes, and I feel my heart start to heal. Standing there, holding Tom's hand and looking at Anna, I feel like I am coming up for air after being underwater. All the doubts and fears are fading. But even with this relief, I still feel a sadness deep inside. I thought he was seeing someone else. I thought our love was broken. That thought won't just disappear, and I know I need to talk to Tom about it. The three of us sit on the bench, the quiet park around us. Anna is watching the water, her eyes soft and sad. Tom squeezes my hand, his eyes full of concern. I take a deep breath and look at both of them. Thank you for wanting to do something special, I say, my voice shaking a little. But I have to say, this whole thing, it hurt. I thought I had lost you, Tom. I thought you had found someone else. Tom's face softens, and he looks down, like he understands the weight of my words. I'm sorry, Sarah. I didn't mean for you to feel that way. I should have been more open with you, but I wanted it to be a surprise. I nod, understanding but still feeling the ache of the last few days. I felt like I was invisible. I say, almost whispering. I felt like maybe I wasn't enough anymore. Tom looks at me, his face full of sadness. Sarah, you are enough. More than enough. I wanted to make things better between you and Anna, and I thought this would be a beautiful way to do it. Anna turns to me, her eyes full of regret. I know we haven't talked in a long time, Sarah. I know I wasn't there for you when I should have been. I've missed you, and I wanted to make things right. I feel tears in my eyes as I look at her. There was a time when Anna and I were close, closer than anyone else. But life pulled us in different directions and slowly we grew apart. Hearing her say she misses me, that she wants to make things right, brings a warmth to my heart that I haven't felt in years. Thank you, Anna, I say, reaching out to take her hand. I missed you too. I didn't know how much until now. We sit there in silence, the three of us, holding hands, letting the quiet heal us. The sun is setting, casting a soft golden light over the park, making everything feel calm and peaceful. I feel like a weight has been lifted, like I can finally breathe again. After a while, Tom clears his throat. There's something else, actually, he says, looking a bit nervous. I was planning a special event for both of you. I wanted to take you both to a place that was important to you as kids. Anna and I look at each other, surprised. Where? I ask, curious. The cabin by the lake, he says with a small smile. I've been fixing it up. I thought it would be nice for you both to spend some time there. Just the two of you. To reconnect. The cabin by the lake. Memories flood back to me, of long summers spent with Anna at that old cabin. Swimming in the lake, laughing until we couldn't breathe, and telling each other all our secrets. It was our place, our own little world, where everything felt safe and magical. You've been fixing it up? I ask, surprised and touched. Tom nods, his face soft with affection. Yes, I thought it would be a good way to bring back those memories. You both deserve that. I feel a warmth in my chest, a sense of love and gratitude that fills me up. Tom went to all this trouble, working to make something beautiful for us, for me and my sister. The doubts and fears that haunted me seem smaller now, replaced by a feeling of hope. Anna smiles, her eyes bright. I would love that, Sarah. Just you and me like old times. Maybe we can make new memories together. I nod, smiling back. Yes, I would love that too. The three of us walk home together, each step feeling lighter than the last. Tom holds my hand, and I feel close to him again, knowing now that he cares deeply, that he went to great lengths to make us happy. I feel a sense of peace I haven't felt in days. When we get home, we talk about plans for the cabin. Anna and I make lists of things to bring, foods we want to cook, and stories we want to share. We laugh, remembering silly things from our childhood, and Tom watches us, smiling, happy to see us together. That night, when Anna leaves to go back to her place, Tom and I sit together on the couch. I lean my head on his shoulder, feeling safe and loved. The fear and pain of the past few days still linger, but they don't feel so heavy now. I know we'll have to keep working on things, keep being honest with each other, but for now I feel content. Thank you for everything, I whisper, squeezing his hand. For bringing Anna back into my life. Tom wraps his arm around me, pulling me close. I just want you to be happy, Sarah. That's all I ever want. I close my eyes, letting his words sink in, feeling the warmth of his love surround me. I know now that he's here, that he chose me, and that I am enough. The weekend comes, and Anna and I are ready to visit the cabin by the lake. We pack our bags, excited and a little nervous. It has been so long since we were here together, just the two of us. I wonder what it will be like to spend time with her, to talk like we used to, and to feel close again. Tom hugs us goodbye, telling us to enjoy ourselves and to make new memories. I feel grateful to him for all of this, for bringing us back together. The drive to the cabin is quiet at first. Anna looks out the window, watching the trees and fields go by. I feel the silence between us, thick with all the years we missed. But slowly, the tension fades as we talk about small things, about our lives and the funny memories we shared as kids. By the time we reach the cabin, we're both laughing, and I feel like a little girl again, excited for an adventure with my sister. The cabin looks almost the same as I remember. It's small and simple, with wooden walls and a big porch that faces the lake. I step out of the car, breathing in the fresh air, feeling a sense of peace I haven't felt in a long time. Anna looks at me and smiles, and for a moment, it's like no time has passed at all. We spend the first part of the day unpacking and settling in. Inside the cabin, everything feels warm and cozy. Tom has done a wonderful job fixing it up. There are fresh flowers on the table, and the rooms smell like pine. I feel a wave of love for him, grateful for the work he put into making this place special for us. As the sun begins to set, Anna and I decide to take a walk by the lake. The water is calm, and the sky is painted with colors: pink, orange, and soft blue. We walk slowly, our feet sinking into the soft earth, the sounds of birds and crickets filling the air. It's so peaceful here, so quiet. I feel a sense of calm wash over me. After a while, we sit on a rock near the edge of the lake, watching the water ripple softly in the fading light. Anna looks at me, her eyes thoughtful. She hesitates for a moment, then takes a deep breath. "Sarah, I want to tell you something," she says softly, her voice a little shaky. I feel a flutter of worry, but I nod, encouraging her to speak. "What is it, Anna?" She looks down at her hands, her fingers twisting nervously. "I know I haven't been there for you. I know I've been distant, and I'm sorry for that. Life got busy, and I didn't make time for you. I regret that every day." Her words surprise me, and I feel tears in my eyes. I reach over and take her hand, squeezing it gently. "Anna, I understand. Life happens and we both got busy. But we're here now, and that's what matters." She nods, a small smile on her face, but I can see the sadness in her eyes. "I felt so alone for a long time, Sarah. I didn't know how to reach out, and I didn't know if you'd want to hear from me." I shake my head, feeling my own sadness rise. "I always wanted to hear from you, Anna. I missed you every day. I didn't know how to reach out either." We sit there in silence, holding hands, both of us feeling the weight of lost time. But there is also a sense of hope, a feeling that maybe, just maybe, we can start fresh. I feel grateful for this moment, for the chance to reconnect with her, to tell her how much she means to me. As the sky grows darker, we walk back to the cabin, our steps light and slow. Inside, we cook dinner together, laughing and talking as if no time has passed. It feels good to be close to her again, to share these moments and remember all the things we loved about each other. After dinner, we sit by the fire, wrapped in blankets, listening to the crackling of the flames. I tell her about my life, about my fears, and about the moment I found that note in Tom's music book. She listens quietly, her eyes full of understanding. I had no idea you went through all that, she says softly, her hand on mine. I'm sorry, Sarah. I never wanted to make you feel that way. I shake my head, smiling a little. It's okay. It brought us here, didn't it? Sometimes things happen for a reason. She nods, a gentle smile on her face. We sit there for a long time, just watching the fire, feeling the warmth of the flames and the warmth of our renewed bond. I feel a sense of peace, a feeling that maybe, just maybe, things are falling into place. Before we go to bed, we listen to Moonlight Melody, the song that brought us back together. The soft, sweet music fills the cabin, and I feel tears in my eyes again. But this time, they're happy tears. This song, once a painful reminder, now feels like a bridge, connecting our past with our present, helping us move forward. As I lie in bed that night, listening to the quiet sounds of the lake outside, I feel a sense of calm. I know now that Anna and I are okay, that we are healing, and that our bond is still there, even after all these years. I feel grateful for this time, for the chance to start again, to love and to forgive. And in that moment, as I drift to sleep, I feel like I am truly home. The next morning, I wake up feeling calm and rested, the sunlight streaming through the cabin window. I can hear birds singing outside and feel the soft breeze coming in. For the first time in a long time, I feel at peace. I glance over at Anna's bed and see that she is still asleep, her face relaxed and soft. It feels nice to be here, sharing this quiet morning with her, like we did when we were young. I get up quietly and make my way to the small kitchen, deciding to make us some coffee. The smell of it fills the cabin, warm and familiar, and I feel a sense of happiness settle in my chest. Soon, Anna joins me, rubbing her eyes and smiling. She pours herself a cup, and we sit together at the small kitchen table, watching the sunlight dance across the wooden walls. We don't talk much at first, just enjoying the moment. But as we sit there, Anna looks at me, her face serious but kind. Sarah, she begins, thank you for giving me this chance. I know it hasn't been easy for you. I know I hurt you by staying away for so long. I reach over and squeeze her hand. We both made mistakes, Anna, but we're here now, and that's what matters. She nods, a soft smile on her face. Yes, we're here now, and I want to make sure we don't drift apart again. I want us to be close, like we were before. Hearing her say that fills me with joy. I realize now that I was afraid of losing her, of being alone. But now I feel hopeful, like we have a second chance. I want that too, I tell her. I want us to stay close, no matter what. After breakfast, we decide to take one last walk around the lake before we head home. The air is cool, and the lake is still, reflecting the sky like a mirror. We walk slowly, side by side, taking in the beauty around us, letting the calm of the place fill us. I feel grateful for this time, for the chance to be here with her, to mend the pieces of our past and build something new. As we walk, Anna tells me stories about her life, about things she never shared before. She talks about her hopes, her dreams, and her fears. I listen, feeling like I am truly getting to know her again, like each word brings us closer. In return, I tell her about my own life, my worries, and the things I want for the future. Feels good to share these things, to let her in, to trust her with my heart. I realize how much I missed having someone to talk to, someone who understands me. By the time we finish our walk, I feel lighter, like a burden has been lifted from my shoulders. We sit on a bench by the lake, watching the ripples on the water, feeling the gentle breeze. I know now that we will be okay, that we have both changed and grown, but our bond is still strong. When we finally head back to the cabin to pack, I feel a mix of happiness and sadness. I don't want this time to end, but I know we have to go back to our lives. Still, I feel comforted, knowing that Anna and I have rebuilt something precious, something we will carry with us. As we drive back home, the conversation is easy, filled with laughter and lightness. I feel closer to her than I have in years, and I know that we have both learned something important. We have learned to forgive, to trust, and to love each other again. When we reach my house, Tom is waiting for us on the porch. He smiles when he sees us, and I feel a rush of warmth and gratitude for him. He made all of this possible, gave me back my sister, and helped me find a piece of myself again. Anna and I step out of the car, and Tom comes over, wrapping his arms around me in a warm hug. "How was it?" he asks, his eyes full of kindness. I smile, glancing at Anna, who is smiling back. "It was wonderful," I say. "Thank you, Tom, for everything. This trip meant more to me than I can say." He nods, his face soft with understanding. "I'm just glad you're happy, Sarah. That's all I ever wanted." I reach for his hand, holding it tight, feeling the love between us. I know now that we are stronger, that this experience has brought us closer. I feel grateful for him, for his patience, and for his love. Anna joins us on the porch, looking a bit shy but happy. "Thank you, Tom, for everything," she says softly. "This was exactly what we needed." Tom smiles, nodding. "You're family, Anna, and family is important." Hearing those words fills me with a sense of peace. We stand there for a moment, the three of us, connected by something deeper than just shared memories. We are family, bound by love and forgiveness, and I feel lucky to have them both. As Anna leaves to go back to her own home, we hug tightly, promising to see each other soon, to stay in touch, to be there for each other. I know that this time we will keep that promise. I watch her drive away, feeling a mixture of sadness and joy, but mostly, I feel hopeful. Tom and I go inside, and I feel the warmth of our home surround me. I look around, feeling a sense of comfort and love that fills every corner. I know now that we are okay, that we are stronger than before, and that we have a future filled with love and trust. That evening, as Tom and I sit together, I feel grateful for this journey, for everything we went through. I know it wasn't easy, but it brought us here, to this moment, where I feel whole and happy. Looking back, I see that all the fear, the pain, and the worry were part of something bigger, something that led me to this place of peace. And as I sit beside Tom, holding his hand, I know that whatever comes next, we will face it together.